Hey, hoping this frickin' works. Give me a second. Let me open this window because it's hot as hell in here. All right. How are we looking? Are we looking okay? Are we back? Are we good? I don't know, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to get started. Okay. So, Aquarius, welcome to your spiritual reading. I'm going to be taking a look here. I'm going to go around in a circle. We're going to figure it out as we go. If you'd like to take a look at your channeled message that I have created for you, you can visit my website at BrattysTarot.com, look under channeled messages, or you can go to my community page. If you would like to request a super chat question and you don't know how that works, visit BrattysTarot.com and look under Superchat Rules. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. God. Hey, Rick. I see picture and hear sound. That's great. 7 of Pentacles for the current energy. I feel like you're trying to be patient with the situation that you want to go faster. High Priestess for where you need to be looking right now. Definitely in regards to your internal guidance here. Possibly even tarot for some of you. For some of you, you may want to learn something more about the occult or about tarot. For some of you, that could be very lucrative. The 4 of Swords for where you can find some assistance at this time. This is more like a solitude energy. This is a more like R&R energy. This is more seclusive. This is being in your room. This is maybe, you know, thinking about things. Maybe getting in touch with your spirituality a little bit more. 5 of Cups for hidden potential. I'm not sure about that yet. The 4 of Pentacles for something that you need to let go of. Funny enough, this is certainly not the card of letting go. I feel like you need to take more chances. I think that for some of you, you've been a little bit too cautious with things. And then I have the Hierophant here, which is Taurian energy. So let's see. I'm going to pull those last, actually. We'll see what your spirit guides want to know after. You know what's so funny is that my router gives me the worst internet, but my phone gives me fantastic internet. Funny how that works. Love paying $70 a month for internet that I can't use. So we have the 7 of Pentacles for where you're currently at right now. I heard take your time. Hey, Jamie. You have regretted some financial decisions that you've made in the past. And what you're essentially doing is you're kind of going back to the start almost. Oh my God. Is it freezing for y'all? I'm just gonna die sometimes. No, it's not. Okay, maybe it's just me. No? Okay. All right, I'm just gonna, it started to, but it's good. All right, let me know if it gets too bad. I'm back home, and just this place sucks with where I'm at for internet. Just literally my luck, my whole freaking life. Okay. So it seems like you're going back to the start of maybe a mistake you made, which is interesting because I see the 5 of Cups here. It opens at the close. That's so funny that I heard that because I was just watching a Harry Potter movie where it talks about it opens at the close, and I can't exactly remember what it was. It was like the first part of the Deathly Hallows. I don't know. Maybe Harry Potter resonates for you. Maybe that's a part of your life or was a big part of your childhood with that 6 of Cups there. But it seems like you felt as though you invested and you gave and you put a lot into something and you just felt rejected, or you felt like it wasn't enough to the point where you feel the need to pull back your energy. Or for some of you, it's like you need to go back to the start of where you basically fucked up your finances for some of you. The 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, it's like you're trying to seek out the sense of freedom, and the only way that you're going to be able to find it is through looking back at the past. Now, usually I don't like when people ruminate on the past because it's like they just sit there and do this with that 5 of Cups there. But I feel like it's something more than that for you. Like, I feel like there's something that you have to kind of go back and revise or go back and kind of look at. And a lot of us have to do that right now with Mars in retrograde anyway. The High Priestess for where you need to direct your attention. The Ace of Cups. I just feel like you know what's up about something, and I'm not really sure what that means, but it feels like you have an intuitive push, or it's like you know what you already know what you need to do to get to the next step of something. Do you really want them to like you is what I heard. Because it's like showing me with that High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of it, you know, and Aquariuses usually don't have this problem, although that's not always the case. Aquariuses are usually the type where they don't really care what you think, right? They're ruled by Uranus. It's like I have an Aquarius rising, an Aquarius moon best friend, and he really does not give a damn. Like, he will dress and talk and look how he wants, and he doesn't care. So it's interesting that I'm seeing this. It's almost as if there's somebody specific or a specific instance where you made yourself like, someone made you question yourself, because it's almost like that sense of you wanted someone to love you, or you wanted someone to like you, and then you stopped asking yourself, well, do I even like them? You know? And it's like really needing to ask yourself, is it worth draining your cup over? Is it worth ruminating over? And if this is a thing for you, I almost said Uranus. If it is a thing for you, Aquarius, where you have a tendency to sometimes do this, or maybe it's just like with a specific type of person, truly ask yourself why you want someone to like you, or why you want somebody to love you so much. What is it about that? Is it them or is it you? And this is kind of bringing me back to that channeled message that I created. I called it the glass box. And it's about this girl, and she's inside of this box. And all of these people, like, she can't get out, she can't get out. And all these people are walking by, and they're spitting on the glass, and they're doing all of these things. And she's, like, confused, and she's like, well, I don't look like them. So she tries to look like them. She tries to take on their characteristics, and she, etc. And then, you know, anyway, I'm not gonna blow it for you. You can go and read it yourself. But that's kind of what this reminds me of. This, to me, with that 7 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, is more so like needing to be confident in your own femininity or your own masculinity in some way. Kind of idolize yourself a little bit and stop putting somebody else or other things on a pedestal. The 4 of Swords, don't compare. I heard don't compare yourself to people. The 4 of Swords, for where you may be. Once again, it's something about this inspiration that's coming from your past. It opens at the close. That's what I hear. So I kept hearing that, like in the beginning of your reading, it opens at the close. And like I said, that's from a Harry Potter movie. And what I'm kind of getting from that is that there's something that you may have closed out that was almost a distinct moment in your life. And I don't know what it was. You know, I've had ones, like, for instance, I left my ex. Like, I had just had it. Like, one day I had just had it, and I was like, you know what? I'm packing up the kids. I left on Thanksgiving. He deserved it, straight up. I left while he was at work, and that was it. And right after that, shortly after that, within that year, is when I started my social media career. When I started my social media career, I started a brand new life, a brand new identity, hence Bratty Cupcakes. And that I feel like that is, it opens at the close. I feel like that's what that kind of means for you. But there's something with that 4 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Judgment, 4 of Wands. It's something about the past that's supposed to inspire you. But in order to do that, you have to kind of shut this out, whatever is going on out here. So if there are people where you're too concerned about what they think of you, a specific person, God, I invested so much time and energy into this. Okay, well, that's great. So are you going to continue to put your pennies in the bottomless penny jar, or are you going to now keep it for yourself? Because it's like you have things to do, you know? And I feel like, again, you know, yeah, the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, there may be something in regards to, I heard psychology. Okay, maybe some of you enjoy psychology. I don't know. Maybe need to see a therapist. I have no idea. Like, same. But for some of you, there's something about the occult, or there's something about maybe tarot or spirituality that you need to take a little bit more of it. Maybe you want to research numerology. Maybe you want to research tarot, astrology, something like that. I feel like for some of you, that would be very lucrative for you, or even be very, like, spiritually awakening for you, because you need to separate yourself from the masses, is what I'm hearing, or you need to separate yourself from a specific situation. And it's like you need to have some type of awakening with that Ace of Wands and the Judgment there. But in order to do that, you have to separate yourself. You have to remove yourself from something, like physically. The Five of Cups for hidden potential. Tell me about that Five of Cups for hidden potential. I just keep hearing it opens at the close. Yeah, look, this is like what I said to you, Aquarius. The Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. It was just like I told you about that story. It was like I told you the story about how I left in the middle of my ex's workday, took the kids, never moved back. That was it for me. And that was a whole new beginning. And there's some type of potential in your past where it's like you kept putting this potential of your past, putting these pennies in this bottomless pit of the penny jar. Okay, look at that tongue twister, honey. You can tell I'm a rapper. No, just kidding. And it seems like there is what may have felt, it's almost giving me like Saturn and Sagittarius vibes. Maybe some of you are Saturn and Sagittarius. Saturn and Sagittarius tends to go through these really harsh lessons, and then they end up being like the craziest, most lucrative or fulfilling lessons like ever. Like they end up coming out like 20 times on top with these horrible lessons. Or it's like the things that they think are just really great in their life and blah, blah, end up being like the absolute worst, you know? And it seems like with that Five of Cups and that Five of Pentacles, there seems to be some type of silver lining there with that Jupiterian energy in the middle of it. And if it's just like, I'm getting, once again, separate yourself from something with that Six of Swords. It's like it opens at the close. It's like revisiting something, finding that like little light that you're carrying with you. But it feels like you found it at the end of something. Ooh, I heard waters run deep with that Knight of Cups and the Moon. Some of you are fantastic artists, like actors, poets, musicians, writers, okay? Or maybe that's just something that you enjoy. There may be something in that for you. Because a lot of you need to purge something is what that Moon card is giving me. Like there's issues where maybe you don't trust yourself sometimes, or you don't trust your own emotions. And I can't tell you how many times I haven't been able to trust mine. And sometimes you can't, right? Because the heart always doesn't want what the brain wants, and the brain doesn't always want what the heart wants. But the thing is, it's about taking those two and being able to tie them together, Two of Cups, to be able to make them work for you. There's a quote, and I can't remember who said it. It said something about one who can control their emotions is a powerful human being. And I don't know why, but maybe you needed to hear that. The Four of Pentacles for something that you need to let go of. Why is that Four of Pentacles here? Why is that Four of Pentacles here for what Aqua needs to let go of? Tell me about that Eight of Swords. Can't let go of what feels like a missed opportunity. But that's the thing. Missed opportunities are opportunities within themselves. Because when I told you about that story of me leaving my ex in the middle of the day, etc., was it really a missed opportunity? Or was it like a beneficial challenge, you know? Because the door that opened, once I shut that, it opens at the close. It was like something far brighter behind that next door. And for some of you, you're having a hard time letting go of whatever that was. And for some of you, I feel like it's because you took so much time and emotionally invested into something or someone. And the problem is that you're having issues because you keep focusing on the good memories. And that's what happens is like when we start to miss somebody or when we feel like we get lonely. We just start to remember the good times or how good the sex was or how much fun we had that one night or, you know, how we used to party every Friday and we used to, I don't know, whatever it is. And then it makes us spiral, and then we forget about this, you know, about the truth of it all, because nobody wants to look at the truth most of the time. We want to live in la la land, because living in la la land doesn't hurt, right? I feel like with that Queen of Cups and that Six of Wands, I feel like you have a great heart, Aquarius. And a lot of you, you know, Aquarius placements, I mean, obviously we have to look at the rest of the chart, but a lot of the times Aquarius placements don't have a problem with thinking logically or detaching themselves from situations. But there's something here that made you kind of go against the grain in regards to that. And I don't know what it was, but it almost feels like your kryptonite, the Hierophant. The Hierophant for the lesson. Oh. For some of you, there was a same-sex relationship, okay? Just for some of you. I heard you can do it all by yourself. The Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, that King of Swords is you, whether you're a male or a female. I'm going back to that one who can control their emotions wields the power, or whatever the quote was. And for some of you, you allowed your emotions to get the best and the worst of you. And now there's this lesson where you may have ignored things that you knew were there. You may have decided to hold on to something way past its expiration date, and now you feel like you've reaped the consequences. Or for some of you, you've simply procrastinated in ways that you shouldn't have procrastinated, blinded yourself to people and things that you shouldn't have blinded yourself to. Where you were supposed to have 20/20 on a 20/20 vision on a person, place, thing, situation, etc. You decided to put a blindfold on instead. Because we don't always want to see. We want to feel. We want to feel, you know. And being a Venus and Scorpio, I know what I do. Okay. But there's something about this where instead of asking yourself if somebody loves you or if somebody likes you, or, you know, do the people I work with like me? Do they like me? Or trying to impress somebody specifically, ask yourself, have they done anything for you in order for you to exert that much energy towards them liking you? What have they done to have that power over you? Really, you know? Is by making sure that you're tuned in to here. And what is here? This is about your fundamental values, your morals, right? The ground that you stand on. What means anything to you, your self-respect, even your dignity, etc. And if you keep putting these pennies in this bottomless penny jar, you have a glass jar without a bottom and no money, okay? For lack of a better term. It opens at the close is what I keep hearing. And you know, it's funny too. It's funny because there's something in that channeled message about that glass box at the very end. And it just made me think of it opens at the close. And I really want you to go read that. If you can stomach it. My writing can be very, you know, a little grotesque at times. But you either deal with it or you don't. But there might be a lesson in there for you. And I feel like that it opens at the close has a little bit to do with that channeled message or that channeled story that I wrote for you guys. So check that out, please. All right. Guided message for Aquas. Is it glitching really bad, guys? I'm sorry if it is. Ooh. Okay. Give me another one, please. I knew that one was going to come out. I just knew it. It was stable for the most part. Okay. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm getting like temperance energy, like the temperance card, because it says be bold and make the first move. And then under that is believe in the impossible. And I just feel like there's something that you feel like you can't have or you can't be or whatever it may be because, I don't know, maybe you lack the confidence or because there's some dimwit who kind of messed up your self-esteem or whatever the case is. I feel like you're being stupid. I feel like you can have that thing or whatever it is. What's up, Queen? How you doing? All right, thanks, Coco. Tell me about that hard work is paying off. Last shuffle. The Knight of Cups. The Sun. Listen, some of you guys have some fantastic talents. It opens at the close. Look at that. This is about leaving your comfort zone. I'm getting, once again, be bold and make the first move. Getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you know, you bruised your knees a little bit. Yeah, you know, you got fucked up a little bit. Yeah, you know, you got a bloody nose, whatever the case is. But it's like, it opens at the close. Close that shit out and open another one. And for a lot of you, there are some talents, gifts, skills, abilities. Like I said, some of you are actors or actresses or poets or writers or musicians or something maybe Neptunian, something creative. Some of you are fantastic creatives. Like I'm getting like fifth house energy as well. And for some of you, if it's in regards to like a relationship that you're working at or a relationship that you want, whether romantic or otherwise, keep putting in the work, not to the point where it's like these people don't deserve any of that. As long as these people deserve it and have shown you that they're deserving, then that's okay. But don't go out on a limb for people that wouldn't even plant the seed. You know what I mean? Luck is on your side. Tell me what kind of luck Aqua's got. Yes, Mercedes. Last shuffle. The Moon. Wow. The Seven of Wands. Something you've been battling for a long time. Oh, I love to see that. The last card, you. Whatever this is, you're going to overcome it, come out on top. Nine of Wands, the Star. For some of you, coming out on top is very important to you, okay? There is hope there with the Sun, the Moon, the Star. I mean, come on. The Sun, the Moon, and the Star. Like, ma'am, sir, that is just stunning, okay? And it's all about you, Aquarius, at the end of the day. And if you do have these talents, gifts, skills, abilities, which I'm sure that you guys do, something here where maybe you haven't trusted yourself for a long time, almost like maybe fighting yourself off in some way. Sometimes when you have a hit or an intuitive hit with that High Priestess there. But for some of you, you've been fighting, you feel like you've been fighting these enemies one way or another, whether they are actual enemies external from you or whether they are internal. And sometimes our internal enemy can be the worst one. It reminds me of that song, The Enemy. I literally wrote a song about this. It's called The Enemy. And it's on Apple and Spotify. Just look up Bratty Cupcakes, The Enemy. You might like it. But it feels like there's something that you're just going to overcome here. Give me one more for that. I just feel like I gotta pull one more. The Lovers. Okay, I love that. Big things for you. The Empress. For some of you, be careful of getting pregnant or getting somebody pregnant, okay? But for a lot of you, you're gonna have a big, hefty, sexy decision to make, okay? Whether it's about a relationship or it's about career or whatever it is, but there's something that's putting you in alignment with your higher purpose. And this is like lucky energy. I feel like there's something around this new moon in Sagittarius on November 23rd that's going to kind of peel off for you in the best way possible. It might be like one of those rough patches for a second, like, oh, damn, okay. You know, but it's like that, I don't want to say healing necessarily, but it's like that bump in the road and then you're like, holy shit. And you just kind of speed off after that bump in the road is what it feels like. Okay. But yeah, remember it opens at the close. Okay, Aquarius, it was a pleasure to read your cards. If you would like to book a personal reading, visit www.BrattysTarot.com. If you enjoyed today's video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to view your channeled message, make sure that you go read it on BrattysTarot.com under channeled messages, or you can just you can just visit my community page on Bratty's Tarot and go read it there, okay? Regardless, thank you guys. I'm going to answer these few super chat questions and I'm going to get out of here. All right, let's see. We some celestial dragons. I'm dead, Benjamin. All right. Last shuffle. Hey, Drew. Okay. All right. Jamie Lee. Hey, Bratty. Does A still love me? Magician? Yeah. I feel like that was... I feel like with that magician, that's a yes. He hasn't made it happen. I feel like it's just in motion, but not actually physically in motion. It's just happening on the inside, I guess you could say. And will he reach out within the next 3 months? 10 of Swords. Nope. Nope. He's going through something. Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Acting as if they're a little bit happier than they are. This is somebody who has some deep-seated fears, issues, abandonment issues, etc. Or could possibly be ghosting a person. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Trying to move on from something entirely. There could be something like family-wise going on, or if this is a relationship or somebody you're romantically connected with, there could be some issues around this. Like somebody's not feeling fulfilled. Shireen, what's coming next for me in Taurus? Love you, Bratty. No, I love you. A conversation, King of Swords, more clarity. Ooh. Definitely a conversation. With that King of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Love. I feel like love. There may even be a conversation about money specifically, or it could be about a conversation long-term where you guys see yourselves in 10 years, where you guys see each other in 10 years. It just seems like a serious conversation, trying to like asking questions. I'm feeling, you know, do you want kids? Do you want to be rich? What do you want? You know, like, what do you, or you want to be in real estate? I don't know. It seems like a more serious, stabilizing conversation with love backed in, because it seems like there's interest with that Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. It's like the cup is there, you know, on the back of the horse's ass, but it's like, okay, there's more serious matters we need to discuss, you know? That's what it feels like. Rebecca Johnson, hello, Gemini, scoping out an Aquarius, wondering if I should pursue any further. Ace of Swords, 4 of Wands. You could, but I would keep it casual. I would keep it logical and fun with that Ace of Swords and that 4 of Wands. You could certainly reach out. How does this Aquarius feel for Rebecca? Crushing, but a little guarded. This person has a crush on you, it seems, or like there's maybe a little bit of an attraction there. You know, Page of Cups is like, here, want this little shot glass, you know? 9 of Wands shows me this person may be a little emotionally guarded, okay? But other than that, I would say yeah. Let's see. Delilah. Hello. What's the relationship with me and baby daddy? He's a Capricorn. What's going on from his side towards Delilah? Well, there's you, baby mama, the Empress. This is somebody that still has hope with you. This person just thinks that you're gorgeous. Just thinks that you're sexy. Is still very attracted to you. So 4. has regrets though. If this person cheated on you, if they screwed around on you, if they were mean to you, if they were terrible to you, there's some sadness around that. What does he want with her? Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Tower. What's the Tower? The Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress, honey. This is somebody that realizes that they are immature, or feels like, wow, maybe I really haven't been stepping it up that much, or wow, I really need to fucking change because I'm not as good as I thought I was. Or if this is like an okay relationship, they may just be like, shit, I really need to make some adjustments because I gotta be the Emperor for the Empress, because that's how he feels about you. Because he's having some sadness around maybe he didn't step it up, or maybe he could have been better than he has been. Okay? So yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If I can finish the Capricorn creative writing tonight, then I might end up trying to go live again. Okay, but we'll see. I love all of you. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.